Daily Horoscope for Aries. June 24, 2025 General Overview. Today marks a pivotal moment in your journey, dear Aries. As the sun continues its passage through nurturing Cáncer, you're experiencing a tension between your natural drive for independence and a deeper call toward emotional security. June 24th brings a particularly noteworthy cosmic configuration, as Mars, your ruling planet, forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter, amplifying your natural confidence and expanding your horizons. This powerful alignment hasn't happened in quite this way for years, making today especially significant. The waning gibbous moon in Pisces today brings an introspective quality to your normally action-oriented nature. You may find yourself unusually reflective, with intuitive insights bubbling up from your subconscious. Dreams from last night might carry important messages worth examining more closely. This lunar position in your 12th house invites you to honor your need for quiet contemplation before the new cycle begins. Love and relationships. Your romantic life receives a generous boost from Venus today, dear Ram. If you're in a committed relationship, expect deeper conversations that strengthen your emotional bonds. A partner may reveal vulnerabilities that touch your heart in unexpected ways. Your challenge will be to respond with patience rather than your typical quick solutions. Sometimes presence is more healing than action. Single Aries natives might encounter someone intellectually stimulating through a work connection or educational pursuit. The initial attraction may be mental rather than physical, a refreshing change that could develop into something substantial if given time. Look for someone who appreciates your straightforward nature but helps temper your impulsiveness. The evening hours bring particularly favorable energy for heart-centered connections. A dinner conversation could lead to meaningful revelations and renewed appreciation between you and a loved one. Don't rush these moments. The slow burn of authentic connection serves you better than immediate gratification today. Career and finances. Professionally, today marks a significant turning point, with Mercury in your communications sector forming a productive sextile to Saturn in your career house. A conversation with a superior or mentor could open doors you've been trying to access for months. Your ideas are particularly well received now, especially those that demonstrate both innovation and practical application. Financial matters require careful attention around midday. An unexpected expense might arise, but your quick thinking helps you navigate it successfully. The Mars-Jupiter trine supports financial growth through bold action. This could be an excellent day to negotiate a raise, pitch a business idea, or make a calculated investment. Your natural confidence is heightened, making it easier to advocate for your worth. Collaboration brings surprising benefits today. Though you typically prefer to lead independently, joining forces with a colleague whose skills complement yours could result in a breakthrough project. Be open to sharing the spotlight. The rewards will be greater for everyone involved. A work relationship that has been challenging may also see improvement as you find common ground. Health and wellness. Your energy levels fluctuate today in unusual patterns. The morning brings a surge of vitality perfect for physical exercise. Consider a cardio workout that lets you release any pent-up frustrations from yesterday. By afternoon, you may notice a temporary dip in energy. Honor this natural rhythm rather than fighting it. A short power nap or meditation break around 2 p.m. would serve you well. Nutritionally, your body craves minerals today. Dark leafy greens, nuts, and mineral-rich fruits will help support your nervous system as it processes the day's heightened sensitivities. Hydration is especially important as Mars intensifies your internal heat aim for at least 80 ounces of water. Mental health deserves particular attention. The Pisces moon activates your subconscious, potentially bringing up unresolved emotions or old wounds. Journaling, speaking with a trusted friend, or scheduling time with a therapist would be beneficial. Remember that addressing emotional matters isn't weakness, it's the courage to face what many avoid. Personal growth. Today offers a rare opportunity for spiritual and personal development. The intuitive Pisces moon, combined with your ruling planet's empowering aspects, creates perfect conditions for inner work. You might experience surprising revelations about patterns in your life that have been invisible to you until now. A challenge today involves balancing your natural drive for immediate results with the slower, more subtle energies surrounding you. Growth comes through practicing patience and trusting the process, especially in situations where forcing outcomes would be counterproductive. Consider this a cosmic lesson in divine timing, something Aries often struggles to embrace. Creative inspiration runs especially high today. If you've been experiencing blocks in a creative project, expect breakthrough ideas around sunset. Keep a notebook handy throughout the day, as flashes of insight may come when least expected. Your innovative thinking is one of your greatest gifts, and today it receives cosmic amplification. Compatibility forecast. Today's energy creates particularly harmonious connections with Leo, Sagittarius, and surprisingly, Libra. Leo friends or partners match your enthusiastic approach while providing the appreciation you secretly crave. Sagittarius connections bring philosophical depth to conversations, helping you see beyond immediate circumstances to larger possibilities. The Libra connection is noteworthy because it represents a balancing force today. While you and Libra often approach life differently, today's planetary alignment helps you appreciate their perspective rather than feeling frustrated by it. A Libran friend might offer exactly the diplomatic solution you need for a lingering problem. Tensions may arise with Cáncer and Capricorn individuals today. Cancer's emotional needs might feel overwhelming as you navigate your own sensitive state, while Capricorn's structural approach could seem unnecessarily rigid when you're feeling spontaneous. Practice compassion in these interactions. Both signs have valuable lessons to offer you. Cosmic advice. Your personal mantra for June 24th is, I balance action with reflection, finding power in both movement and stillness. This encapsulates your greatest opportunity today, integrating your natural Aries drive with the more contemplative energies surrounding you. The cosmos suggests focusing on communication with unusual care today. Before speaking, take a breath and consider not just what you want to say, but how your words might be received. This small practice will prevent misunderstandings and deepen your connections. Finally, pay attention to synchronicities today. The universe is speaking through coincidences, repeated numbers, and meaningful encounters. What might seem random actually contains important guidance for decisions you're currently facing. Your intuition is especially accurate. Now trust those gut feelings, brave Aries, even when they lead you in unexpected directions. Today is about finding the perfect balance between charging ahead and listening deeply to the wisdom already within you. On June 24, 2025, Aries natives will experience a particularly noteworthy day in terms of planetary alignments. The sun will be positioned at approximately 3 degrees in Cáncer, illuminating your fourth house of home, family, and emotional foundations. This solar energy creates a subtle tension with your naturally forward-moving nature, as it pulls you toward reflection rather than action. The nurturing quality of Cáncer season asks you to tend to your inner world and domestic matters, which might feel somewhat counterintuitive to your fire-driven personality. The moon will be transitioning through Libra, activating your seventh house of partnerships and relationships. This creates an interesting dynamic, as your attention is simultaneously drawn to both your private home life and your interpersonal connections. The Libra moon forms a challenging square to the Cáncer sun, potentially creating emotional tension between your need for independence and your obligations to others. Mars, your ruling planet, will be positioned in Gemini, energizing your third house of communication, short trips, and siblings. This placement significantly amplifies your already quick thinking and verbal expression. You'll likely find yourself speaking with greater conviction and perhaps even impatience. Be mindful that this placement can make you particularly argumentative if not channeled constructively. The Mars in Gemini energy provides excellent support for intellectual pursuits, writing projects, or any activity requiring mental agility. Mercury, the planet of communication, will be in the early degrees of Leo, affecting your fifth house of creativity, romance, and self-expression. This creates a golden opportunity for creative thinking and dramatic communication. Your words carry additional weight and charisma today, making it an excellent time for presentations, creative pitches, or expressing romantic intentions. The Mercury in Leo position forms a harmonious trine with your Mars in Gemini, creating a particularly fluid exchange between your thought processes and your actions. Venus will be retrograde in Virgo, moving through your sixth house of work, health, and daily routines. This retrograde motion suggests possible reassessment or revision of workplace relationships, health regimens, or service-oriented activities. Old colleagues might resurface, or you may find yourself reconsidering your approach to self-care and daily organization. The Venus retrograde forms a somewhat challenging aspect to your natal Mars, potentially creating tension between your desire for precision and your natural impulsivity. Jupiter will be positioned in Gemini, joining Mars in your third house. This doubles down on the communicative themes of the day and expands your intellectual horizons significantly. The Jupiter-Mars conjunction in this house creates a powerful surge of mental energy that could lead to important insights, meaningful conversations, or significant learning opportunities. This is an excellent configuration for Aries natives involved in teaching, writing, or media-related fields. Saturn continues its journey through Pisces in your 12th house of the unconscious, spiritual matters, and hidden enemies. This long-term transit represents a period of karmic completion and spiritual discipline for Aries natives. On this particular day, Saturn forms a challenging square to your natal position, potentially bringing up feelings of limitation or restriction, particularly related to unresolved past issues or subconscious patterns. Uranus in Gemini will be making its early passes through your third house, joining Mars and Jupiter in this area. This triple activation of your communication sector makes June 24th particularly significant for unexpected news, sudden insights, or revolutionary ideas. The Uranian influence adds an unpredictable quality to your thinking processes, potentially leading to breakthroughs or surprising revelations, especially regarding siblings or neighbors. Neptune continues its long sojourn through Aries, creating a once-in-a-lifetime transit through your first house of self and identity. This position creates a somewhat foggy lens through which you view yourself, potentially blurring the boundaries between your identity and the collective. On this particular day, Neptune forms a harmonious trine to the Cáncer sun, enhancing your intuition and spiritual connection, particularly regarding family matters or your emotional foundations. Pluto will be in the early degrees of Aquarius, transforming your 11th house of friendships, social networks, and long-term aspirations. This position suggests profound changes in your social circles and a deep reassessment of your future goals. On June 24th, Pluto forms a challenging square to your Mars in Gemini, potentially triggering power struggles or intense exchanges with friends or colleagues. The North Node in Capricorn, in your 10th house of career and public reputation, points toward your soul's growth direction. This position suggests that professional development and taking on greater responsibility are key evolutionary themes for you during this period. The South Node in Cáncer in your 4th house indicates that you may need to release overdependence on family patterns or emotional comfort zones to progress. Chiron, the wounded healer, continues its journey through Aries, making this a significant period for healing core identity wounds and integrating aspects of yourself that you've previously rejected. On June 24th, Chiron forms a challenging aspect to the Libra moon, potentially bringing relationship wounds to the surface for examination and healing. The asteroid Pallas, Athena, will be in Leo in your 5th house, joining Mercury and enhancing your strategic thinking in creative endeavors. This placement supports wise decision-making in matters of self-expression, romance, and creative projects. Ceres, the nurturing asteroid, will be in Taurus in your second house of resources and values, bringing attention to how you nurture yourself through material comfort and financial security. This position suggests a need to find balance between material stability and emotional nourishment. The predominance of planets in air signs, Gemini and Libra, and fire signs, Aries and Leo, creates a dynamic environment that generally supports your Aries nature. However, the Cáncer Sun and Pisces Saturn introduce water element influences that ask you to integrate emotional intelligence and spiritual awareness into your typically action-oriented approach. For Aries natives with significant planetary placements around 3 to 5 degrees of cardinal signs, Aries, Cáncer, Libra, Capricorn, in their natal charts, this day will feel particularly significant as the transiting Cáncer Sun will activate these sensitive points. Those with planets in early degrees of mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, will feel the Mars-Jupiter-Uranus influences more strongly. The cosmic configuration for Aries on June 24, 2025, creates a fascinating communication landscape. Mercury forms a trine with your ruling planet Mars, igniting your verbal abilities with exceptional clarity and conviction. This planetary alignment empowers you to articulate complex ideas with remarkable precision, particularly in professional settings. Your words carry unusual weight today, making this an excellent time for presentations, important discussions, or any situation requiring persuasive communication. The Mercury-Mars trine enhances your natural directness with a touch of diplomatic finesse you don't always access. Your typical straightforward Aries communication style receives a cosmic upgrade, allowing you to maintain your characteristic honesty while adding layers of nuance and strategic thinking. This is particularly evident in how you structure your arguments and present your case. Venus in your third house of communication sweetens your words, adding charm to your typically direct approach. People who might normally find your communication style overwhelming will instead be drawn to your passionate expression today. This Venus placement helps soften any rough edges in your delivery without compromising your authentic voice. For creative Aries, this day offers exceptional opportunities for writing, public speaking, or content creation. Your mind makes unexpected connections between concepts, leading to original ideas and innovative approaches. The moon's position in Gemini amplifies your already active mind, creating a dual effect. Your thoughts move at lightning speed, which is both a blessing and a challenge. You may find yourself jumping between topics quickly, so practicing mindful communication becomes essential. Ground yourself before important conversations to maintain focus. Jupiter forms a supportive aspect to your communication sector, expanding your capacity for meaningful dialogue. This planetary blessing helps you see the bigger picture in discussions rather than getting caught in minor details or becoming defensive, a tendency when you feel misunderstood. The cosmic energy supports learning and teaching today. If you're in an educational role, your ability to convey information is particularly strong. Similarly, if you're the student, your capacity to absorb new communication techniques or languages is heightened. Saturn's influence suggests that communication that addresses long-term goals or structural issues will be particularly effective today. You'll find it easier than usual to discuss serious matters, boundaries, or responsibilities topics that might normally trigger your impatience. This is an excellent day for media appearances, podcast interviews, or any platform where your voice needs to reach a wider audience. Your natural Aries charisma is amplified, and your message resonates with authenticity that captivates listeners. Digital communication receives particular cosmic support, with online interactions proving more satisfying and productive than usual. Social media posts, emails, or virtual meetings carry your intended tone more accurately than on typical days. Watch for a tendency to interrupt others. When excited about your ideas, the rapid fire of thoughts today could lead you to speak over others unintentionally. Practice active listening to balance your enhanced expressive abilities. The Uranus influence brings unexpected conversations that could lead to brilliant breakthroughs or surprising connections. Remain open to discussions with people outside your usual circle, as innovative perspectives may arrive through unusual channels. While your communication powers are enhanced, Neptune's position suggests potential misunderstandings around emotionally charged topics. Be particularly clear when discussing sensitive matters, and don't assume others are following your mental leaps. For Aries in creative fields, this day offers exceptional inspiration for writing, speaking, or any form of artistic expression. Your words carry emotional resonance that touches others more deeply than usual. Consider recording your thoughts or journaling today, as the insights that flow may prove valuable long after this planetary alignment has passed. Phone calls or video chats with distant connections prove particularly meaningful today, as your ability to bridge physical distance through communication is heightened. What might normally feel like superficial catch-ups instead become profound exchanges. Pluto's transformative energy influences how your words impact others. What you say today has the potential to catalyze significant change, so choose your communication battles wisely and use this power consciously. Your persuasive abilities are at a peak, making this an ideal day to advocate for causes you believe in or to negotiate important agreements. Just be mindful not to use this gift to dominate conversations or manipulate outcomes. As Mars forms a powerful trine with Jupiter on June 24, 2025, your financial landscape shows exceptional promise, Aries. This planetary alignment specifically activates your second house of personal finances and eighth house of shared resources, creating a dynamic day for monetary matters. The morning hours bring an unexpected financial insight. Something you've overlooked regarding an investment or resource allocation may suddenly become clear, potentially saving you considerable amounts in the long term. Your natural Aries instinct to take immediate action serves you well today, especially between 10 a.m. and 2 p.m., when the moon's position enhances your intuition about timing market moves or negotiating financial agreements. A business contact from your past may resurface with an opportunity requiring quick decision-making. While your impulsive nature often leads to financial risks, today's celestial arrangement provides unusual clarity, making calculated risks more likely to succeed. Pay particular attention to technology-related investments, as Mercury's position indicates potential growth in digital assets or tech stocks that align with your professional skills. Your financial confidence radiates strongly today, making it an excellent time for salary negotiations or presenting funding proposals. The Venus-Pluto aspect forming in your career sector suggests a powerful authority figure or mentor may offer financial backing or resources if you demonstrate both passion and pragmatism. Avoid spreading your resources too thin across multiple projects. Focus instead on one or two financial ventures that genuinely excite you. The evening aspects favor reviewing subscription services or recurring expenses. You may find significant savings by consolidating or renegotiating these commitments. A conversation with someone born under a water sign could reveal an unconventional revenue stream that perfectly matches your entrepreneurial spirit. For Aries business owners, today's energy strongly supports reviewing pricing structures or introducing premium service tiers. Consider setting aside 30 minutes to analyze your expense patterns from the past 3 months. The planetary positions suggest you'll identify at least one substantial area where adjustments could strengthen your financial foundation. Saturn's influence reminds you to balance your natural enthusiasm with practical planning, particularly regarding tax implications of any new ventures. The financial momentum you establish today has potential to create positive ripples through mid-August, especially if you document your insights and create concrete action steps. Your financial intuition peaks around sunset. Set aside quiet time to listen to your inner guidance about resources, particularly regarding collaborative opportunities that require financial commitment. A financial agreement that seemed stalled might suddenly progress today, but ensure you read all documentation carefully before signing. The day's energy particularly supports financial partnerships that combine your drive with someone else's methodical approach. Unexpected expenses related to communication devices or vehicles may arise, but the day's favorable aspects help you find cost-effective solutions. Remember that your ruling planet, Mars, enhances your ability to pursue financial opportunities aggressively today. This is not a day to be passive about money matters. The final hours of the day favor setting specific financial goals for the next lunar cycle, with particular emphasis on building reserve funds while simultaneously exploring growth opportunities. Your financial instincts are heightened under this cosmic weather, especially regarding timing. Trust when something feels right for immediate action versus what deserves more research. For Aries on June 24, 2025, the cosmic alignment creates several distinct pockets of good fortune worth exploring. With Jupiter forming a harmonious trine to your ruling planet Mars, there's a natural expansion of energy in areas requiring boldness and initiative. This planetary conversation creates a particularly fertile ground for advancement in professional endeavors requiring leadership and decisive action. The fifth house of creativity, pleasure, and self-expression becomes especially charged as the Sun in Cáncer illuminates this sector of your chart, bringing opportunities for recognition through creative projects or artistic pursuits. Any form of self-expression today carries an enhanced chance of being well-received and appreciated by others. Financial speculations, while always requiring caution, benefit from Venus's position, especially those connected to technology, innovation, or community-based enterprises. Your social sphere emerges as another fortunate area today, with networking activities yielding surprising connections that could later develop into valuable alliances. Notice how people from diverse backgrounds seem to cross your path at precisely the right moment. These aren't mere coincidences, but cosmic orchestrations working in your favor. Educational pursuits also receive favorable energy, particularly studies involving strategic thinking, future technologies, or philosophical concepts that challenge conventional wisdom. The timing is excellent for applying for advanced courses, submitting research proposals, or engaging in intellectual debates where your passionate communication style can shine without overwhelming others. Physical activities, especially those that combine competition with teamwork, benefit from the Mars-Jupiter trine, making this an excellent day for sports competitions, collaborative physical challenges, or initiating a new training regimen. The lunar position indicates that domestic improvements or real estate matters could yield unexpected benefits, particularly if you take action before midday, when the Moon-Mercury sextile provides mental clarity and persuasive communication. Family relationships, particularly with siblings or cousins, may open doors to opportunity through their connections or insights. There's also a subtle but powerful current supporting spiritual development and intuitive work. Pay attention to insights that seem to arrive fully formed, as your intuitive channels are especially clear today. Activities involving children or mentoring younger individuals carry special blessings, as your natural leadership qualities are enhanced by the day's celestial pattern. For maximum benefit, focus your considerable Aries energy on initiating projects rather than completing existing ones, as the day's fortune favors bold beginnings over meticulous finishing touches. The early evening hours bring an especially potent window for making important phone calls or sending proposals when Mercury and Venus align briefly, enhancing both your charm and clarity of expression. Remember that with Neptune's current position, visualization techniques are particularly powerful today. Take time to clearly envision your desired outcomes before taking action, as this mental preparation will significantly enhance your good fortune. On June 24, 2025, Aries, your social landscape takes on fascinating new dimensions as the Sun in Cáncer forms a square to your sign, illuminating your fourth house of home and emotional foundations. This creates an interesting tension between your desire to connect with others and your need for emotional security. The day presents powerful opportunities for deepening your most meaningful relationships, but requires navigating some complex emotional undercurrents. Venus will be positioned in Leo on this date, activating your fifth house of self-expression and pleasure. This placement brings a charismatic energy to your social interactions, making you particularly magnetic in group settings. People are naturally drawn to your warmth and enthusiasm today. If single, this influence heightens your prospects for romantic connections through social activities. For those in relationships, sharing social experiences with your partner strengthens your bond through mutual enjoyment rather than duty. Mercury's position in Cáncer amplifies your emotional intelligence when communicating, allowing you to connect with others on a deeper level. You may find yourself having unusually honest conversations about needs and vulnerabilities, especially with family members or close friends. This transit supports reconciling past misunderstandings through heartfelt dialogue. Mars, your ruling planet, will be in Gemini, energizing your third house of communication and local environment. This placement supercharges your social curiosity and desire to connect with various people in your immediate surroundings. You'll likely feel drawn to gatherings that stimulate your intellect and offer opportunities for animated discussion. Your energy is particularly well-suited for networking events, neighborhood gatherings, or impromptu meetups with friends. Jupiter in Virgo forms a trine to your sign from your sixth house, bringing fortunate connections through service-oriented activities or health-focused communities. Consider joining a volunteer group or fitness class today, as these environments are particularly favorable for meeting like-minded individuals who could become important allies. Work colleagues may also play a more significant role in your social life under this influence. The moon will be in Aquarius on this day, activating your 11th house of friendships, groups, and aspirations. This placement significantly amplifies the social theme of the day, highlighting group dynamics and collective endeavors. You may feel emotionally fulfilled through participation in community activities or humanitarian causes. This lunar position encourages you to step outside your comfort zone and connect with people who share your vision for the future, but perhaps approach life differently than you do. Saturn in Pisces continues its longer transit through your 12th house, encouraging you to examine which social connections truly deserve your energy and which ones might be draining you. Today presents an opportunity to set healthier boundaries in relationships that have become unbalanced. This influence helps you distinguish between quantity and quality in your social interactions. Uranus in Gemini forms an electrifying sextile to your sign, potentially bringing unexpected social encounters that shift your perspective or introduce you to entirely new social circles. Be open to spontaneous invitations or chance meetings, as they could lead to exciting new friendships or collaborations. This planetary influence favors breaking routines and embracing the unpredictable nature of human connection. Neptune in Aries, a rare and significant placement, is in your first house of self and identity, making this a particularly spiritually charged period for connecting with others. Today, you may find that your intuition about people is heightened, allowing you to sense authentic connections immediately. Group meditation activities or spiritual gatherings could be especially rewarding social experiences under this influence. Pluto in Aquarius forms a sextile to your sign from your 11th house, intensifying your experiences within groups and potentially transforming your approach to friendship altogether. You may find yourself drawn to more powerful or influential social circles, or alternatively, you might become a more transformative presence within your existing groups. This placement supports deep, meaningful connections rather than superficial networking. The North Node in Pisces suggests that your spiritual growth comes through transcending social barriers and connecting compassionately with others from all walks of life. Today presents opportunities to move beyond your usual social patterns and embrace more inclusive and empathetic ways of relating to others. For best social results today, focus on balancing your natural Aries independence with genuine openness to others' perspectives. Your directness is an asset, but tempering it with Cancer's emotional intelligence creates truly meaningful connections. Your most rewarding social experiences will come when you allow yourself to be vulnerable while still honoring your authentic self. Consider hosting a small gathering at home to harmonize the Cancer Sun's influence with your need for social connection. Such an environment allows you to control the setting while still engaging meaningfully with others. Alternatively, community service activities align perfectly with Jupiter's beneficial placement, potentially introducing you to people who share your deeper values. Pay special attention to dreams or intuitive insights about your social connections today, as Neptune's placement in your sign heightens your subconscious understanding of relationship dynamics. These insights may reveal which connections deserve further nurturing and which may have run their course. Aries, the celestial energy on June 24th, 2025, invites you to practice strategic patience.